Hello, and welcome to the NGFL Primetime Game of the Week. This week we have the Phoenix Fighters taking on the Memphis Tribe from Great Western Bank Stadium. I am Noah Underhill, alongside my co-host, Owen Williams.
Hi guys, excited to be a part of the game of the week. Let's see if this game comes out to be a good one.
Well, both these teams have a little to fight for today. Obviously, the Tribe are looking pretty good for the playoffs, but the Fighters could be in the running if they can get a win here. So we'll have to see if Daniel Bryan and the Fighters can get the win.
The Indians will make the
Tribe
selection.
choose
What
head
is the
for the
call?
coin toss.
We'll take heads. It is tails.
And the Fighters will receive the ball first, so we're going to see that Fighters offense out there first up. Pretty good offense. We've seen a lot of things from them.
Yeah, I think for the main thing for the Memphis Tribe is their defense. Right now, I believe their leading sack leader is Marl Big Double Stack Rivers. And for the Phoenix, it's definitely their offense led by Daniel Bryan and Richmond Webb.
Yeah, both of those players have been in the Pro Bowl conversation over time. And Snacks, obviously, he was one of the best players in the league. Had a little bit of issues in the middle of his career, but he's been able to make a comeback here in Memphis. So, number 8, Daniel Bryan. Fighters wearing their orange jerseys. He'll take the snap, step back. Lefty throwing it across the field. He gets pretty close to the first down. Not a bad throw to start off the game. Going to number 86. That's Yahtzee. Rookie tight end. Second down and 2 now from 38. 2 backs in the backfield. Bryan takes the snap and he gives it to one of them. He's going up the middle. Good play. Get to the outside, up to the numbers around the 45-yard line. Good run right there from Richmond Webb.
And they're utilizing them early, trying to see if they can wear down this Tribe defense.
Tribe defense is very stacked. They have a lot of great players on it, including Rivers. Taking the snap, getting into it, running back again. Going right up the middle for a gain of 3. Almost to midfield now. Webb is one of the better running backs in the game. So you got to believe they're going to be running with him a lot. And that's what's going to be the key, just getting past that defensive line. 2nd and 7, taking the snap, step back, throw it to the outside, getting to the sideline. There is a penalty, but it looked like a good throw. We'll have to see if this is coming back. Good throw outside.
Late hit, number 54, defense.
And it's going to be a late hit. So the Fighters are going to get a few more yards out of that. They're now down to the Memphis 32. Still in the first quarter. It's a pretty good opening drive so far.
First and 10 from the Indians.
2 back set again. Running down on the play clock, takes the snap, throws it across the middle. Good little catch right there, picking up 6 on first down. They love to throw on first down, it looks like, so far.
Is this a great
that
drive
goes
or
to
what?
Tom St. Pierre, the Canadian. 2 back set again. Bryan gives it to his back, going right up the middle, but stuffed immediately. Good play by number 52 for the Tribe. That is Jay Rivers, younger brother of Mar Rivers.
This kind of
up
pickup
here
should
in
be
Memphis.
no problem for us.
3rd and 2.
Now they got a bunch of tight ends, 2 running backs. Looks like it's going to be a power run on 3rd and 3. No, it's a pass. Going to throw it across the middle, deflected, almost intercepted right there by the Tribe. Risky throw into tight coverage.
Yeah, that was definitely a risky pass.
Got to bring out the kicking unit now. Should be a pretty simple field goal. Tony Kukoc, one of the best young kickers in the game. Gets the snap, kick is up, and it is good from 41 yards out, and so Phoenix takes the early lead. Kukoc loving it. Going to be kicking it off. We've talked about the great defense of the Tribe, but we're going to also see a pretty good offense. We'll have to see if they can work their magic to get through Phoenix. Tribe wearing their all whites with the blue numbering and the white socks.
Yeah, the Memphis owner, King, he calls them the Moonlights, the Moonlight uniforms for the Tribe, the Moonlight Tribe.
Ah, that's good. Taking the snap, giving it to his back. Big hit from that front, number 59, which is inside linebacker Ted Grady. Good play right there from the defense. Darnell Fisher, of course, the quarterback for the Tribe. Single back formation. 2 receivers to the right, taking the snap, stepping back, getting sacked. Phoenix putting up a big fight right there, and that's Grady again. 2 straight plays in the backfield.
Yeah, 2 big plays by Ted Grady. I guess Phoenix is making me eat my words about not talking about their defense.
That's right. 3rd and 14, deep step, coming in, getting another sack. What is happening with this offensive line? I don't understand. That's Bernard Pringley, UDFA defensive end. They're forced to punt. What an opening statement by the Phoenix defense. And almost blocked the punt as well. Not much on the return right there. They'll be setting up at their own 45-yard line. Great field position to go down and score. That, of course, is Wesley Walker, the former Jackson Crab. Way back in season 1, I believe. Daniel Bryan back out there, throwing it across his body, tipped almost out of the way right there by number 21. Good play on the Memphis Tribe defense. That is Javon Payne, the former Flint Firebird. Came over in the offseason. He was unable to get a deal done.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 46-yard.
He's a pretty good player. Firebirds are missing him this year.
Here comes the toss. Here comes the toss. Louis.
Taking the snap, pitching it out. Big stop in the backfield. They saw what the other team did to their offense, so they're trying to bring it back there. That is Dennis Orashiba. Big play in the front right there. Big loss. Now it's 3rd and 14. Gonna have to get something going right here. 2 back in the backfield again. 2 receivers to the running out of pocket. He's got big pressure coming in. He gets down by the big man, number 71. That is, of course, double snacks. Mar Rivers.
Your Spiders are back to punt. Number 17 is deep to receive.
They force a punt.
Let's go!
It's a good job by the Tribe defense.
Yeah, after
This
the the Phoenix showed their defense can play, the Tribe showed they can too.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a defensive battle, at least for right now. Going to have to see which offense is going to be the first to really come out and produce. Tribe have decent field position at their own 28. They're going to have to
First and 10.
look a lot better than they did on their first drive.
28-yarder.
Fisher again. One back. Taking the snap, gives it to his back, and he's immediately shut down in the backfield. Big play. Big play by the defensive front. That's number 99 on the Phoenix Fighters defense. That's a Nicholas Coleman, the defensive tackle. Both defensive lines on this team, on each of these teams, is pretty good. Giving it to the running back, fullback lead, and it doesn't help at all. Big play, and I believe that is Ted Grady yet again. Oh, excuse me, that is Alan Vosberg. Got a little excited right there. Alan Vosberg. Fisher. Pressure from the outside, evades the pressure, but he gets right back to him. Bernard Pringley's second sack, and he's doing Brass Angels. What a play. Just, the tackle had no idea he was coming. He just let him blow right by him. I don't know. That's a benchable offense right there by 64.
I agree.
Terrible. Terrible. Terrible play by Willie Bryant at that right tackle spot, forcing another punt. They go backwards. Negative yardage on offense right now. What an embarrassing performance. Ooh, big hit though. Big play. Got to give him some credit there. That is number 35, Frederick Lamb, strong safety with a big hit. Makes sense for being a strong safety that you can hit a little bit.
First and 10. From your Spiders, 43 yards.
Daniel Bryan, they're running those two running back sets. Looks like a little pressure coming from the outside. Gives it to his back, going right up the middle. Is getting a little bit of yardage right there. Getting 4 yards.
A pickup of 4 yards on the
Richmond
play.
Webb,
Number
yet
30
again.
with the tackle. Second and 5 from your Spiders, 47-yarder.
3:20 left in the first quarter. Bryan pitching it outside. Pressure coming, but he gets forward. Big tackle by number 52. That could have been a lot worse. Jay Rivers making a play. He could have gotten past Rivers. He would have been up for a first down at least, if not more.
The Rivers brothers are the anchors of this defense.
For sure. For sure. Bryan stepping back, looking to throw. Gets across the middle. Big gain. Good throw right there. Getting it up number 85. That's Wesley Walker. Yet again. Good play from Bryan to find the open man. Walker, one of the best slot receivers. He can also play outside. He's known for his slot ability, his kick returning ability. Bryan under center. He gives it to his back yet again. Richmond Webb going right up to the 34. Only averaging 2.1 so far, but this drive has looked a lot better than the last two for Richmond Webb.
Second and 6 from the Indians, 34-yarder.
Two back set, two tight ends to the left, one receiver to the right. Daniel Bryan gives it to his back on a pitch out. He's getting to the outside, getting up to the 20, the 10. He's almost to the 5-yard line. Stopped down at the 6. Richmond Webb is getting the outside. The corner was not ready for that. Richmond Webb, nice angle from our cameraman. But Richmond Webb finally getting around the outside. Eventually tackled by number 31, Ezra Swift. But what a good play right there.
The Indians, 5 yards.
Two tight ends again. One receiver to the right. Two backs in the backfield for Bryant. Stepping back. Pressure coming up right up the middle, but he gets the touchdown. Big play. Big play to number 86 for the Phoenix Fighters. Tight end, Yahtzee. The rookie getting a touchdown, putting Phoenix up 9-0, 10-0, pending the extra point.
Number 15, back for the point after. McDaniel will hold the kick.
With about 1 minute left in the first quarter, Phoenix at home putting up a good showing. And it's up and good. So it's going to be 10-0 for the Phoenix Fighters. Memphis, they have not looked good on offense at all whatsoever. They're going to have to get something.
Yeah, so far their offensive line has let up 3 sacks. But so far it's not looking good, being down 10-0 in the first quarter.
You got to imagine coaches are starting to get a little nervous. Maybe trying to put in some subs on that offensive line to see if they can get anything. Or if it's just going to be Phoenix just pummeling Fisher all night long. Thomas Noble getting up to the 23.
First and 10 from the Indians. 23
Got to see what Coach Bowles has up his sleeves. Fisher, delayed handoff going right at the middle. They finally found a little room right there. Good little run, 7 yards.
Gain of 7 on the play. Little with the tackle.
That is Elijah Collins.
Second and 2.
Elijah Collins, a good young player. They picked up all tight ends and a fullback for the Tribe on 2nd and 3.
Trying to see if they can stop that pass rush.
Giving it to Collins again. Gets stuffed immediately. That's going to be 3rd and 3. Big stop by Dada Osakwe.
3rd and 3 from the Indians. 30-yarder.
2 receivers to the left. 2 back set. Stacking the box right now. Gives it to the back again. He's got the outside. Spun back in. He probably had a few more yards out there. But he decides to come back inside Collins.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter of action. Tribe getting a little bit going here, but Phoenix still up 10-0. I think that the Tribe are definitely good to go to Collins right here, since they need to make this defense think before they just blitz everyone. If you can get past a blitzing linebacker, then you're probably gone. Safety's coming in. They're expecting the run. Taking the snap, and it is a run. Collins getting stuffed for about 2 yards. But now you're becoming predictable. You gotta be able to go both ways. They're just too scared to try to throw it right now. 2 receivers to the left, tight ends to the right. Taking the snap, stepping back, pump fake, throwing it deep, and it's a catch.
What a catch at that.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one. That's Shea Carroll. Shea Carroll. He's been in the league for quite a bit now. He makes a good catch across the middle, giving a little bit of spark to that Tribe offense. 1 receiver to the left, fullback in the backfield with Collins, and Collins gets the call and he's going nowhere. Loss of 1. Good pressure from Phoenix yet again.
And that was Dada
Osakwe.
Osakwe again. Yep.
Osakwe. fun name. Fisher gives it to Collins again, and yet again, almost the same result. Got 1 yard this time. It's number 94, Gibby Chubson. Good tackle.
Okay.
Let's make sure we keep him out of field goal range here.
Gibby Chubson and Nicholas Coleman together on that tackle.
Yeah, good play right there. 3rd and 10. Stacked receivers to the left. Probably going to throw it here, stepping back. Picking up the blocks, throwing it to the outside, and it's intercepted! Big play by the Phoenix Fighters.
You can't get that crap past me, man.
That is Javon Payne calling his number again. Sitting out in his zone. Catches the receiver as he's coming across to the right side. You're Darno Fisher, you got to see that. Webb in the backfield again. Bryan stepping back. He's getting pressured. He throws it across the middle. Intercepted on the other side. Getting it down to the 40. He's coming down. Big play by the offensive line to stop him, but
Where did he come from?
what a throw. Back-to-back interceptions. That's Alvin Bertoli this time. Bertoli. Just an underthrow right there from Bryan. Yep. Just when you thought you were getting all the momentum, it comes right back the other way.
It almost looked like Bertoli knew where he was throwing it before he threw it.
Exactly. Bertoli. 2 receivers to the left, tight ends to the right for Fisher. 1 back in the backfield. Taking the snap, gives it to Collins. Collins can't get around that tackle. He gets stuffed for a gain of 1. Trying to get to the outside, but he just couldn't get out there. Tackle to Joseph Aiken.
No, not today. No, sir.
One back set for Memphis, stepping back around at the logo. Tipped and almost caught, but dropped. Jackson Andrews couldn't hang on to it there. Fisher taking the snap, throws it across the middle. Big play coming down to the 18.
Gain of 19 on the play. First down, Indians.
Fisher with a nice throw.
1st and 10 from the Spiders, 17-yard line.
Taking the snap, gives it to the back. And Collins, not really going anywhere.
Number 51, credited with the tackle. 2nd and 8.
Fisher, stretch play to Collins. He gets up to it. Almost got the first down. Nice come up by the Fighters.
8 yards on the play.
But giving up another nice run for Elijah Collins.
3rd and inches from the Indians, 8-yard line.
Let's go, D. That's what we stand for. They got eye back.
Gives it to Collins again. He gets the first down and a little bit more, coming down to the 4-yard line. Well within the red zone.
That might have been his longest run this game. They've been all over him.
1st and goal.
Yeah. He had one earlier, but that was definitely one of his better ones. Full tight ends here. Definitely looking for a power run. Fisher calling out the signs. Taking the snap, pitches it out to him. He goes up to the middle, and he gets nothing. 2nd and goal. Good stop. for the Fighters, Jamal Perkins.
2nd and goal from the Indians. 4-yard line.
I hope you all extra bad today.
Full tight ends again for Memphis. At the right hash, gives it up to the middle. He's going left, spin move, goes nowhere. Gets a yard. 3rd and goal from the 3 now. Good stop for Keith Johnson, the backup strong safety. 3rd and goal now. Gotta get this one. You're so close. You can't settle for a field goal at this point. 3 receivers stepping back. Gets it to the running back, and he's got the touchdown. Memphis Tribe. That is the backup running back, Steven Sanders. Steven Sanders, the former Indianapolis Cyclone back in the day, getting the touchdown here, untouched into the end zone.
Yeah, Steven Sanders, he started this season off with the Pittsburgh Steel, and they swapped running backs. The Tribe sent Zach Lott to the Steel, and the Steel sent Sanders to the Tribe.
Yeah, I forgot about the Steel. He was only there for a couple of minutes. Former Mr. Call-Up of the Year.
The extra point is good.
Yeah,
back in season 3.
Got called up from the ASFL and had a 1,000-yard rushing season.
And now he's running number 2 to Collins. Pretty interesting career so far. That'll get you looks from possibly an expansion team next year looking for a running back. A guy like Sanders could be someone that they look at to target.
Absolutely.
Return up past the 30 now. Spin move up to the 33. Good return for Phoenix. Good play right there by Wesley Walker.
Yeah, Walker was trying to make something happen there, but couldn't get past the long arms of 91.
Still a good return though, up to 33. 2 receivers to the left, 2 backs in the backfield like they've been most of the day. Pressure coming. Throws it across the middle, tipped and intercepted again. Daniel Bryan throws his 2nd straight interception. That one going to Ezra Swift.
Y'all see that pick? Textbook, baby. Textbook.
Ezra Swift. Not a well-known guy in the league, but he's setting him up right here. At the opposing 40-yard line, and Memphis is getting back in this game. Fisher stepping way back. He's got pressure coming. Throws it as he's getting hit. And it's intercepted again. 4 interceptions on the combined teams now. And 2 back-to-back. 2 different times of that happening. I've never seen anything quite like that before.
Yeah, this is very interesting. That time, Fisher, he got hit as he threw, and I'm sure that, made the pass go early there.
And the interception goes to Mike Little, the free safety. Another relatively unknown guy. Looks like they got a free play coming up here. Throws to the outside and gets a good amount of yardage, but it's probably going to be jumping off sides for the Tribe. Good catch by Walker, though.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 70. Defense. The penalty is the penalty.
And indeed, it is. But they decline it, so they'll get the 9 yards. That is Shelby Woolsey, former league leader in sacks, I believe, with the jump off sides.
Yep, that's correct. He led the league in sacks. I believe that was with the Cyclones in season 1.
Pitching it to Richmond Webb. He's got the outside. He's got the first down a little bit more. Up past the 40. Down to 43 now. Richmond Webb turning it up here. Nice pitch, good blocks, and he's able to maneuver his way around and break 2 tackles. Richmond Webb, one of the best in the league.
First and 10 from the Indians, 43 yards.
A lot of linemen here. A lot of guys in their hand in the ground. taking a step, gives it to the back, going up the middle, tackled by 2 different guys right there.
And that was great blocking by the fighters. They could have drove a truck through that hole they just had.
That's for sure.
Second and 5.
Phoenix trying to probably try to take it to halftime, or at least get a little bit, leave a little bit left so that Memphis doesn't go and score again. Bryant pitching it to Webb again, and a big tackle in the backfield this time. Good play by Alvin Bertoli, coming over from the cornerback spot to make that play.
Third and 5. From
3rd and 6 now for Phoenix. Not quite in field goal range. Got to get a little more. Bryant's back to pass, pressured, and it's tipped and almost intercepted again. That could have been dangerous. Swift not able to hang on to his what would be another interception, but couldn't quite get that one. And they will punt. Take this opportunity to remind you that if you check in the description, you will see a link to our Discord if you would like to become a player or a coach, possibly having your own relocation franchise. We're gonna have another expansion coming in this season. A good kick, but it just bounced out. The guy couldn't quite get there. So again, if you check in the description, you can see a link to our Discord. You can join the league today. Elijah Collins not doing that well so far. He's going to need to get a little bit of a spark going if he wants to get back into good graces with his coaching staff. Pressure up the middle, throws it the outside. Not able to get out of bounds, but he's able to pick up 4 yards. Number 47, the tight end, Sheldon Hilton.
Second and 5 from the Indians, 25 yards.
Stepping back, pressure coming, throws a screen, and he almost gets the first. 3rd and 1. Good play to Collins. Collins is a young back. He still has time to develop.
2-minute warning.
As we're at the 2-minute warning. But that's why I have a guy like Sanders there to make sure that you have a guy that can run it if Collins is not producing. 2-minute drill for the Tribe, running 3 tight ends. An interesting choice for the 3rd and 1. Pull back in the backfield. And they give it to Collins, and he is getting the first down. Breaks and tackle, spin move. Couldn't push through that guy, but a nice little run right there.
First and 10 from the
Bringley having a good day as well. For the Tribe. For the Fighters, excuse me. Taking the snap, gives it to a back, but he was immediately stuffed in the backfield. Big loss. Big loss. And that is number 36 of the Phoenix Fighters, which is the safety, Tim Miles. Stepping back, swings it to the back, and he is stuffed again. Timeout called by the Tribe.
Did you see
At their own 31 still. They gotta get a little move on going. That's Hyakeel Murray, the rookie.
If we can't stop him here, we got problems.
3rd and 14 with 1 minute and 1 second to go. Collins next to him in the backfield. Bad snap, pitches it to Collins, and he's going nowhere. This time it's Phoenix calling the timeout. But a big play, once again, for that Phoenix defense. They're really good at getting those tackles for loss, getting to the outside, stopping the backs in the backfield. And they'll force another punt.
deep to receive.
Lay it all out on this one block.
Fair catch called for.
No return on the play. Ball
And
will
it will be
placed at
Phoenix
38.
taking the ball back at their own 37-yard line. Walker didn't want that punishment.
Let's go.
1st and 10 from your Spiders 38-yard line.
Two receivers to the left, two backs in the backfield. The Tribe defense all up on the line. Brian takes a deep back, and he's going to throw a screen, and it's two spin, and he threw off a guy. And we're running no huddle. Interesting if you're going to run no huddle that you're going to run a screen, but I'm not the coach here. The same formation, stepping back, not a screen this time, throws across the middle, got it, and now it's a first down on the Memphis 44 with 22 seconds left. Stepping back, gives it to the running back, and he's not going to go anywhere that time. I think you got to call a timeout. You got one left, you got 10 seconds. Pressure coming, throws it to the back, and he's losing yardage. 4 seconds left, there's your timeout.
Yeah, that might
Weird.
that was a bad decision by Daniel Bryan there, throwing it short like that.
And you still had 2 timeouts. I don't know why you needed to run at least 2 of those plays you could brought back.
Yeah, his coach is laying into him right now for that.
Sometimes you're just in the game, you're not really looking at the clock. You just lose track of time. But now you only have one more shot at the end zone. Four receivers to the right. I'm sure I know where the ball's going. Get pressure, avoids the sack, throws it for the end zone, and it's intercepted. Not that it matters, but a little something for the stat sheet. Good play right there by Alvin Bertoli. One of the best in the game as we head to halftime.
7. Your Spiders 10.
It was worth a shot just throwing it up there, but it's going to hurt a little bit come contract time. So you have all these interceptions. But we go into halftime with the Fighters up 10-7 on the Memphis Tribe. We come into the highlight room halftime show. What are you thinking about how these teams are performing so far?
Other than the interceptions, I think it's a good defensive game. I think the main thing that both teams need to do is the coaches need to talk to the quarterbacks about how they're throwing the ball. Because if you're going to just throw it up there, somebody's bound to intercept it. On the hindsight, someone could always catch it. But if you're throwing it in a double, triple coverage, the defense is going to win 9 out of 10 times.
And I would say that they should probably try to run the ball, but as we've seen from Memphis, they haven't been able to get anything going because of how good the Fighters' defense is playing. So you're kind of forced to throw the ball.
Right.
So you got to be more safe about what you're doing. Probably run slants, not try to do anything too extreme.
Yeah, and that also could be with Darnell Fisher. He's young. That one was more of a post route there, or an out route that was intercepted. But, young quarterbacks tend to always want to go deep. They want the big play. And just like you said, they might need to look at 5 to 10 yard, slants and, other routes that are a lot shorter than going for the home run all the time.
That's the problem with playing a young quarterback on a good team. The Tribe are a good team, but if you have a young quarterback, you can't always depend on him to be able to make the plays. You got to have that guy in the backfield, which I would consider Sanders right here. I know they love Elijah Collins, but I think that Sanders, maybe in the next week, if there were more weeks, I would consider starting him. They weren't going into the playoffs, but that is what I would be doing if I was Darian Bowles, Tribe head coach.
Yeah, I agree. With a guy like Collins, I mean, he's young, but He's had games where he's killed defenses, so I can understand why Bowles would like to stay with Collins. He can play, but his downside is that he's not consistent.
Exactly. We're heading back to stadium in Phoenix. For the second half of action, Phoenix will be kicking it to the Tribe. The Tribe will have the opportunity to have the ball first, and hopefully they can do something with it this time.
Number 17, deep to receive.
Memphis will be moving on your screen right to left, taking the ball from the goal line. He gets it up to the 21-yard line, so marginal success for Memphis.
Ball will be placed around 21-yard line.
That is Thomas Noble. Thomas Noble, another young guy on this Tribe offense. They got a very young roster, and that should be to their benefit if they can get it going. Fisher pitches it, and he's going nowhere yet again. Same song, different chorus, different verse. Big play by number 36, Tim Miles, who is the safety. So they are stacking the box and just letting the play come to them at this point. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fisher trying to dig themselves out of a hole, but they give it to the back again. And he gets 6 yards. Elijah Collins yet again.
6 yards on the play. Miles with the tackle.
You see, Bowles believe in Collins because he keeps giving him the ball.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bash the young man, but he has a lot of work to do. He's going to be a franchise back in this league. Fisher giving it on a stretch play, and another big hit. Fighters just trying to knock this kid around. That's Miles again.
That's Miles again. He's all over the place.
Tim Miles looking for a contract too.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Collins, because conversation I've had with Bowles, he believes in Collins. Collins just needs to get in the weight room, maybe talk to, obviously a strength and conditioning coach, maybe work on his speed a little bit. I think he'll be a better back next season.
When you come out of college and you think you have the whole world, sometimes big leagues can get to you. So definitely that's a good suggestion.
Yeah, going
to a young man like that.
Going into pros can be humbling sometimes.
First and 10 from your Spiders, 41-yard line.
So Fighters back with the football. Little step back, throws it to the outside on a swing pattern to his running back, and he gets the first down and a little bit more. Good play right there to Richmond Webb. Richmond Webb kind of quiet in the second quarter, but getting a good play right there.
First and 10 from the Indians, 45 yards.
2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bryant stepping back, a delayed handoff, and immediately smashed by the Memphis defense. Big play by 71. I believe that is Mar Rivers. There he is again.
Big double stack. He's trying to get those cheeseburgers that he signed in his incentives for his contract.
Definitely. Mar Rivers, as I mentioned earlier in the game, a bit of a checkered past league, but he's off the commissioner exempt list, and now he's back in Memphis with his brother. So you got to believe that he's feeling a lot better than he was 6 months ago.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, he had a slight run-in, that has all been worked out, and he's made an impact immediately for the Tribe's defense.
Sure. Brian stepping back, throwing it, and it's almost intercepted again. That would have been another big play. That would have been Alvin Bertoli's 3rd pick if he could have hanged on to it. Like we've been talking about Fisher with his interception problems, but Brian is kind of doing the same thing, and he's a veteran. He's been around the league for a while now. Maybe they can consider changing their quarterback in the offseason.
Yeah, very true. Daniel Bryan definitely should know better.
No return on the play. Ball
From
is
some
spotted
games that I've
for
seen, I don't
7
think this is
yards.
an isolated issue. I could be wrong, but that's from my game watching.
Yeah, I think he's had a previous game where he's had 3 interceptions in a previous game, and he's on. Well, no, yeah, he already has 3 interceptions now. So, and this is early in the game.
Of course, you gotta say how good the defenses are playing. But another pitch out. This time he's getting a little more yardage. So getting the little chunks, and he's finally getting a little bit of something. Elijah Collins getting 5 yards right there.
Yeah, I think Elijah Collins, he's a little fired up now. He's gotten his legs up under him. He's probably see some more yards from him from this game.
If you're Memphis, you got to hope that's the case. At their own 16 on 2nd and 5. Take the snap, gives it to the back again. Big stop in the backfield. It's like they heard me. Big play right there. 51 for the Fighters. And that is Alan Vosberg.
3rd and 7 from the Indians, 14-yard line.
And for the viewers that's not familiar or first-time viewers of this league, a lot of our teams have focused on our defenses. So the players that you see on offense, they're great players. It's just sometimes they run into defenses that are just better than their offense.
That's for sure. This is a defense-heavy league right now. Of course, that can change, but another big stop on Phoenix's part, setting up this punt. Almost blocked again. If he would have just jumped out, he probably would have been able to get there. Nice little return. Oh, getting past the 50. Making it look interesting right there.
14 yards on the play. Ball is spotted for 48 yards.
Phoenix, all they have to do right now is just pound the ball up the middle. They've had some success with Webb.
on this series.
They can just pound it up the middle, just run through this defense, get a little bit chip, make plays.
Yeah, I agree. I think take the ball out of Brian's hand and put it into Webb's hands at this point.
Giving it to Webb. He's not going much of anywhere right now. Another big stop on the defense. That's Woolsey, one of the ones that gets in there.
Second and 10 from the Indians.
Woolsey kind of a diminished role in Memphis, but he's still a very good player. Brian with 2 backs in the backfield, taking the snap. Throws it across the middle. Nice little slant play. Getting a first down. And look at the statisticals down there. Brian, though, the lefty, getting it across the middle to Wesley Walker. Not great coverage from Memphis.
Surprised he got that in there. It was a little bit of a duck coming out, but it got there.
Sometimes a duck is all you need to get it in there. 2 receivers to the left, gives to the running back. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to get 4 yards. Not a bad pickup.
He picks up 3 on the play. Milligan.
Tackle goes to Chris Milligan.
2nd and 6.
They're down at the Memphis 31 now for 2nd and 6. Another run, pitch out, gets to the outside. He's able to pick up a solid 4. That's all you got to do. Just get a little outside, get some yardage. All you need is 4 yards per play, and you can get a first down every time.
3rd and 1 from the Indians. 26-yard line.
3rd and 2. Tight. Everybody's tight on the line. Brian gives it on the delayed handoff, and he's stuffed immediately. Memphis' defense trying all they can to keep their team in the game.
No gain on the play.
That time, several guys inside, including Jay Rivers yet again. Young guy.
26-yard.
And they're going for it on 4th and 2. It's an interesting choice for Phoenix. Risky call. No receivers. All tight ends. Just going to see if their offensive line is stronger than the one of the tribe. Or they could just be trying to pull them off and there's a timeout. I was going to say, if you're going to try to do that in this push, person of the game, I gotta be a little concerned, but of course, just trying to draw off the Tribe defense.
Yep, and it didn't work. The Tribe knew it was coming. That's a good discipline for the Tribe.
And the field goal will come out yet again. Gets the snap, kick is up, and it is good from 43. So another good kick by Tony Kukoc. Last one was from 41, this one's from 43. So a good night for him so far. Memphis could take the lead with a touchdown, which is why I was thinking they might try to go for the first down, but there's still a lot of time left, so I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Anything can happen once we hit the fourth quarter. We still got 4 minutes left in this quarter. Nice little return right there by Thomas Noble up to the 27. Number 17. It's a very interesting number. Not many people I've seen wear it.
From the Indians, 28-yarder.
Fisher with backs to his right and left. 2 receivers to the right, and it's going to be a give to Collins. He's going to get 4 yards.
With the carry. A pickup of 3 on the play. Miles with the tackle.
Tackle to 36 again. That is Tim Miles. Tim Miles having a really good night. Fisher under center. Gives to Collins again. Gets a yard, maybe 2 out of that one. Good stop right there by the Fighters. And that's Murray with the tackle. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. Fisher. Little hard count. Give it to him on 3rd and 5. And that's something that I just can't give up. 3 straight runs, and then 3rd and 5, you're trying to run it when you know you haven't had success. Got to call that out. That's a confusing play call right there.
Yeah, you would think you would go past there, not run again.
So another forced punt by very good defense tonight. Big hit though, again on special teams. It's the second one from the Tribe today.
First and 10. From your Spiders, 32 yards.
2 backs in the backfield. Brian under center. Delayed handoff, going up the middle. And he gets 4. Good play by Richmond Webb, just hanging out. Hanging out on the turf.
With the tackle. Second and 6. Ball at the
Daniel Bryan, of course, still under 100 yards. But he does have 3 interceptions. Not a great day from the past, but he hasn't really needed to be good today. And relying on their running core, but boom, another big hit. That's Jay Rivers again. Jay Rivers going for that Rookie of the Year. Another big hit. Trying to prove his worth.
3rd and 9.
Little bro always in the shadows of the bigger man, but Jay trying to push out tonight. Brian under center. Takes the snap, stepping deep back, deep drop. Throws it to the outside. And it's a good catch. Good throw and catch on the sideline. Wesley Walker. We've mentioned his name a couple times. The referee falls over, but he does. I don't know. It looked pretty close, but I'm not sure he got 2 feet in there.
They got away with that one.
No challenge coming in from the other side. And they're just going to get a shot to... Might try to... Got to snap it quickly. They might change their mind. Brian throws it across the middle. Leaping, intercepted. It was a leaping catch, and it deflected off his hands and fell back into the arms of the awaiting defender, DeAndre Williams. I am shocked by that play. That's now the 4th interception for Daniel Bryan. I wouldn't make that his fault, but what a turn of events right here. Elijah Collins stuck at the line with again. I wonder how many 0-yard runs he has today. Gibby Chubson in the backfield on that one. So we head towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Maybe one more play. Step in a deep drop. Pressure coming, and he is sacked. It's been a little bit since we've seen another sack, but big play going into halftime.
You better get rid of that thing quicker next time.
That's number 97. That is Bernard Fringley for his 3rd sack of the night.
Let's go, boys. I want to see some blocking out here.
Surprisingly does not like Pringles, from what I understand, is Bernard Fringley. Darnell Fisher is going to be eating them tonight after this. He's going to see Pringles in his dreams. And it's almost intercepted. Deflected down by that Phoenix cornerback. Could have been a deflection interception like the other one, but just couldn't hang on to it. And another punt for the Tribe. This has been a pretty sad day for offense, and especially Memphis' offense. This time punting from his own end zone. I don't think we've seen that yet today, but getting it up, and it's corralled around his 41-yard line. I would have some hope in Memphis if they've shown me anything today, but I think this is surprisingly almost in the bag. If they score one more time, I'm thinking it's over.
I would have to agree with you on that one.
Brian, deep drop, throws it across the middle. Nice play, a little post to the middle of the field. Nice pickup, I believe that's Dom St. Pierre. A nice throw from Brian. A good leaping catch. I underestimated that catch. Should have given it a little more excitement. So sorry. Leslie Walker going to be on the left side for this play. Brian gives it to the back, and pressure's coming. He evades it. Spin move, getting up to the 10, past the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Nice run by Richmond Webb.
Yeah, that was a prime example of turning nothing into something for sure.
That's why Webb's one of the best in the game. I feel like I've been saying that all night, but it's still true. Brian gives it to him back again, forcing it up to the 3 this time. A good pickup of 5 for Richmond Webb.
Dig in, fellas. Protect our end zone. Nobody crosses that goal line.
Second and goal.
The Tribe hyping each other up before the play.
You gotta hype yourself up when your offense has done nothing. You gotta have a little bit of energy. You gotta know it's all on you. You gotta get a pick 6 or something. He throws to the outside. Weird run, but hit way back there. That's DeAndre Williams, one of the ones that was in there on the pressure. But immediately, you saw the corner blitz, and Webb just runs away from him, forgetting where the end zone is.
You don't see Webb do anything like that normally. It's very surprising to see him go backwards on a run.
Third and goal.
Just get caught in your own Head, you lose your vision. Maybe he needs to brighten up his visor. But Brian, pressure coming, but he throws it, and it's wide. But there is a penalty flag thrown. I didn't see what it was. We're going to find out right now.
Clipping, number 67, offense. The penalty is declined.
And it is clipping called against the Fighters. That is John Hernandez, one of the top draft picks for the Fighters.
Number 15.
John Hernandez's brother Philip, I believe, is out in New York with the Grizzlies.
That is correct.
Field goal on 4th and goal. It is up and good. It's been a lot easier than the other two, but to coach. 3 for 3 tonight. It makes it 16-7. If you're Memphis, you gotta score on this drive. This drive is imperative to you getting this win.
Number 17. Back to the return.
Big boot. Down. And he goes back into his own end zone, but he comes back out. If someone was down there, he would have might have gotten a safety, but Noble able to get out of the end zone, get up to the 20-yard line, so no harm, no foul.
First and 10 from the Indians, 20-yard line.
Fullback in the game. Gotta love some fullback. Another weird run, but he was able to get outside. He does lose a yard, though. It is number 52. Dada Osakwe. Elijah Collins might be his son. You never know. Has complete domination over him tonight. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Fisher trying to dig him out of this hole, and they give it to Collins again, and he goes nowhere. Von Payne with the tackle at corner. Basically, all he had to do was just stand there and let the run come to him.
That was another example of being a young running back. They had a hole on the right, but still went left into the defenders.
Got that Trent Richardson vision right there. Fisher, under center. Takes the snap, deep drop. Got to get this one here. Pressure coming. He's waiting too long, and he is sacked yet again. Fighters defense all over the place. Bernard Pringley. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4th sack of the night for Pringley.
That sounds right to me. So far, he's a surefire player of the game.
Definitely. Hopefully the sports writers, whoever makes this, doesn't forget how good this defense is and how good Bernard Pringley is playing right now. And they get it at the Memphis 42, almost in field goal range already without having to do anything.
First and 10 from the Indians, 42-yard line.
Daniel Bryan. If his defense wasn't so good, he would be the one getting pooped on. But for right now, bad play by Richmond Webb. Good play by that Tribe defense. That is number 24 for the Tribe.
Second and 13.
But again, Bryan has thrown several interceptions, but his defense keeps bailing him out, and sometimes that's all you need to do. Steps back, throws it across the middle. Nice little throw. Almost hits the first down. Stopped a yard short.
And the previous play, that was Kelvin Jasper Jr. On the previous play making the tackle.
And that one was Jordan DeAlban, wide receiver. Probably their 3rd or 4th guy there. No receivers on this play. All tight ends running right up the middle. First down. And a lot more. Getting down to the 25-yard line, Richmond Webb.
First down, Spiders.
Richmond Webb's probably got Pro Bowl on lock at this point, but just making his case even more clear. He could also be up for player of the game. Deep drop. Pressure coming from around the outside, but Bryan throws another pick. Daniel Bryan just can't do what he's supposed to do. That is Shelby Woolsey.
Man, nothing.
Not known for his coverage, but a good pick right there for the big man.
He's normally a defensive end, showing he has hands too.
A little bit of coverage, a little bit of hands, a little bit of Sakaruski. That is what Woolsey is all about. And there's new life in this Tribe offense. They just got to make a play. Pump fake, throws to the outside, and couldn't get it into his wide receiver. Nice tight coverage right there by Joseph Aiken.
It was almost a pick.
Almost another pick. That would have been the third straight back-to-back interception. Oh, such comedy.
This is
Why
the
you love
call.
football.
Straight
Even
up
in
with 50
games that aren't very
Let's
competitive
make it count.
and some people would turn off, you got to find the small things.
23-yarder.
Absolutely, I agree.
Nobody in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Memphis' zone 22. It's time to start throwing up the bombs. And he throws it deep, and it's intercepted again. Defense remains supreme in this one. As Tim Miles, we've been calling a lot of his name today, makes another big play. Maybe he should be the one up for player of the game.
Between both teams, I think we're up to 9 interceptions in this game.
What a performance. I don't know if I've seen anything like this in NGFL. Maybe just give it to the whole Phoenix defense for player of the game.
Right now, it's looking like it. Whether it's Pringley, Miles, everybody's all over the place. Got Javon Payne, a lot of talent on the Phoenix Fighters defense.
A lot of talent headed into the playoffs. Got to assume that whoever gets them in the first round is going to be very scared. Probably going to have to run a lot. You can even get anywhere with your running game. Bryan, clock ticking down, trying to take as much as he can. And another big play on that outside by the defense of the Memphis Tribe. That is DeAndre Williams yet again.
Yeah, that time
DeAndre Williams.
I don't know if you can blame that one on Webb. It looks like their big tackle. He just couldn't move fast enough for Webb to get around him.
Yeah. Just couldn't catch the edge right there. That's just a good play by the Tribe defense. Webb seems to be doing better in those up-the-middle runs. Maybe they should stick with that come playoff time. Another big stop in the backfield. This time, I believe that is Milligan and number 70, the Tribe defense. Oh, of course, it's Shelby Woolsey. Of course, Shelby Woolsey with a big play. Back at midfield now for a 4th and 13 for the punt. Trying to take as much time off the clock as possible, even though this seems like a pretty insurmountable lead. You never know. You never know. I'm never going to take anything for granted here in the NGFL. We've seen some crazy comebacks, but Memphis would need a huge drive right here, a 93-yard drive, and then get the ball back again, or get a safety, send it to overtime. That would be an interesting turn of events. A safety to go to overtime.
That would be very interesting. Unlikely, but it's definitely possible.
I'd love to see that. I'm rooting for that now. Come on, guys. Just do it for me. Fisher throws it to the outside, almost intercepted again. Deflected down. He didn't want that one. Just Just didn't want it. That is Johnson flecking the ball down.
You ain't playing like yourself today. We need to
Keith
pick it
Johnson, the
up.
backup safety.
I need some help
I
out
believe
here,
he's
man.
from
I can't do
Georgia
it all myself.
State.
All right.
2nd and 10.
Georgia State's Keith Johnson.
I'm about to put the blanket on you. Single back.
2nd and 10. After the misfire. No drop back. Sack on its way. And he goes down. Let's see who that was. I think that's Vosberg. I can't tell for sure.
I believe it's
I think
Vosper. Hard to see their numbers from the press box.
We got to get some better cameras in the booth here. But Fisher in his own end zone throws it outside. Almost had the edge, but just caught up by the Tribe defense. And I think that's the nail in the coffin right there. Max Chapman tried to get the most out of it, but as we hit the 2-minute warning, it's going to go back to Phoenix.
What Memphis is going to do here, being down 2 scores, I would go for it, but then at the same time, you're on the 12-yard line, so it's a toss-up.
Just depends. I would probably go for it because at this point, stats don't matter. They will be going for it 5 wide. Stats don't matter. If you throw another pick, no harm again. Throws it across the middle, gets the first down. All right. A little bit of movement there.
That was Shea Carroll with the clutch catch there.
Back pressure coming, sacked again. Just when you thought maybe a little bit of something. Another big play by this defense. I don't even know who that was. Maybe it's Pringley, maybe it's not, but throwing it outside, deflection. Won't even let the ball go out of bounds.
Just like that, it's 3rd down for the Tribe.
There's going to be a team when we hit the playoffs that is going to be looking at this tape wondering how in the world are we going to try to score on this defense, because if this is what the defense is in the playoffs, it's going to be a long, long road. Fisher, pump fake, throws it outside, almost gets the first down, and a timeout is called. Number 14 for the Tribe, that is Chris Drew.
Keep the intensity. Don't let him get it. Come on. We got to stop here. We got to stop here.
1 minute 24 left, 4th and 2. Probably going to go for it again. But it's a little bit beyond their control at this point. Unless time stops, I don't think that Memphis will be winning this one. Fisher stepping back, throws it outside, and he's running backward. Loses about, I don't know, like 10 yards. Weird play call, but, you know, what are you going to do? Trying to get it outside, but Jackson Andrews just couldn't get to the edge there. Had to come back for it. Oh, my.
Darnell Fisher having a rough game today. So is Daniel Bryant.
Definitely. Both quarterbacks have not shown very much, but in the defense, like we've said a bunch of times, that this has been such a good defensive game. Chris Milligan, tackle for a loss. Chris Milligan's had a pretty good career as well. Been in the right place at the right time. 5 picks for Daniel Brown, and yet they're going to win this game. That's incredible.
Yeah, the defense definitely saved Daniel Bryan this game for sure.
Bryan gives it to Webb. Gets back the yards they lost, and now it's 3rd and 10. Memphis is out of timeouts, so we can kneel it out here, I think.
It's a big hit by Ezra Swift as well.
Ezra Swift, yeah, he's a good young guy. Could turn into something. I think he had an interception earlier in the game.
He did.
Bryan, kneel it out.
Good old victory formation.
Yeah. I've always wondered about the victory formation if you put in like a lineman at quarterback just to show how much you don't care about your opponent. Just like, look guys, I'm putting John Hernandez at quarterback for this kneel, just to make you all
Will hold the kick.
mad.
You
And
know.
it looks like they're gonna.
Make you know that you.
You did this to yourself. And a field goal upcoming for Tony Kukoc from the 25, and he hits it again from 42. Tony Kukoc, secret MVP of this game. I think that's the 4th field goal for him today.
I think all the points other than that first touchdown has all come from his leg.
Your Spiders are
Yeah.
kicking off. Number 17 back to receive.
28 seconds. Maybe Thomas Noble can get a good kick return here. Taking it from the 2. Gets it up to the 21, so marginal victory for the Tribe.
Ball will be placed around 21-yard line.
One last deep shot, maybe 1 or 2 more of those for Fisher.
From the Indians.
Just keeping his arm. See how far he can throw it. Maybe just run out the clock, I don't know at this point. 2 receivers on both sides. Fisher, pressure coming, throws it across the middle. Good catch right there. Can't tell who that is, but that was a good catch. Shout out to you, buddy. Spike incoming with 8 seconds left. Got to practice a little bit in case you're ever in the situation where you need to go down and score. You got a little practice here. Bernard Pringley, 3.5 sacks. Might be your player of the game. 4 receivers, bunch to the right. Fisher steps back, steps up, deep throw, looking for the end zone, and it's intercepted once again. No better way to end this performance. Fighters 19, Tribe 7. Oh my goodness. This is why they pay us the big bucks, to sit through a game like this.
So, what do you think about this game?
I think this really shows that the Fighters' defense is the main thing to be worried about in the playoffs. I know I don't want to play them. They're a really good team. And it seems like anybody on that team could just come out and just shock someone. And for the Tribe, they're a young team. They've gotten some wins this year. I can't say everything bad about them just based on this game, but they're going to have a chance during the offseason to build up and make this team better than it is.
Well, see,
Any closing thoughts?
well, for me, I mean, I agree with you. Anybody in the Pacifics that's going to be playing the Fighters, they're definitely going to have to worry about their defense. For the Tribe, on the other hand, both of these teams after this game are 9-7. So this could have been a playoff preview. We don't know. It could be, if they meet each other in the playoffs, it could go completely the other way. The Fighters were at home, so they do get the home field advantage with the crowd hyping them up. So I'm not going to count out the Tribe just yet. They're a good team. They got a good defense. They have a good offense when Collins is having a good game. So he is, I would call, the X factor of their offense. If he has a good game, they're more than likely going to win.
This is true. You might see them again. Bernard Pringley, winning player of the game. Shout out to all my defensive players out there. But we might get to see a different Tribe team come playoff time, if indeed they are there. But until then, this has been NGFL Primetime Game of the Week. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.